States that are trying to catch these criminals, they're identifying thousands of illegal aliens who are indeed registering and trying to vote. Some states have already done their own audits. This will make sure that we can prevent this from happening, and so we've got to do this. You should ask every Democrat, if they're voting against this legislation, how in the world they can justify it. On the Title IX CRA, we'll be voting on that. It's very important. You've heard it articulated several times this morning. I won't reiterate it, but I'll say 2 weeks ago, we had an event here on the Hill celebrating the 52nd anniversary of Title IX. And we had Chairwoman Virginia Fox and Congresswoman Mary Miller, who has brought the CRA. We had Heather Higgins at the Independent Women's Forum. We had former Education Secretary Betsy DeVos, and we had Riley Gaines there, some strong voices who advocate for safety and the protection of women in college athletics and in every other way. And it's interesting that the Democrats are on the wrong side of this. Also a couple of weeks ago, just a few days before that event, Judge Terry Doty from the Western District of Louisiana, a federal judge, issued an injunction against the Biden administration rule that eviscerates Title IX and jeopardizes the safety of women. Here's what he said about it. Quote, in the injunction, this case demonstrates the abuse of power by executive federal agencies in the rulemaking process, and this abuse of power is a threat to democracy. We completely agree with that. Unlike Democrats, Republicans know what a woman is, and we know that women are worth protecting. We are trying to advance that cause. The Republican Party is pro-women, and the Democrats have to answer for that as well. More than two-thirds of Americans think that only women should be allowed to compete in women's sports, and this used to be common sense, and everyone agreed until the Biden administration, and they tried to upend that. I'm very grateful that we're going to be able to get this passed through the House. We'll send it to the Senate, and we will dare Chuck Schumer and the Democrats over there not to take up and pass the SAVE Act and not to take up the CRA on Title IX.